Well, in a recent match contested between Arsenal and Southampton, Aaron Ramsdale was seen to be distracted by a pigeon, and this brought about a lapse in concentration which resulted in the Gunners' keeper giving away a goal. The match ended 1-1, meaning that Arsenal lost 2 points, something that can cost Arsenal dear when it comes to the EPL this season. As Arsenal and City are going neck to neck with a difference of only 2 points in 13 games, the pigeon might as well be the reason why Arsenal loses this PL. Only time will tell. But this is not the only occasion when an animal distracted a football pitch. There have been plenty of other instances when something similar happened, costing one team or the other. Let's look at some of the incidents where a football match was interrupted by animals. 1. Liverpool vs Tottenham 2012. In 2012, Tottenham and Liverpool met at Anfield. While Tottenham was hoping to retain its spot in the top 3 in the Premier League, Liverpool was craving some much-needed points. The match was going on pretty well, with both teams going after each other, but there wasn't anything out of the ordinary. And that's when fate decided to take a turn for something out of the expected, and a cat came strolling down the pitch. As the cat showed its running prowess in front of the Kop, Anfield burst into fits of joy that some cute animals can bring about. The cat also had an official Twitter account after the match and saw thousands of people following it on social media. The cat, which was dubbed Anfield Cat, came around the 10th minute and provided the 44,000 attendees with a brief spell of memory that perhaps won't be erased. After all, you might have watched plenty of Liverpool versus Tottenham games, but a match between the two that saw glimpses of a dainty feline thing walking across the Tottenham post? I don't think so. 2. QPR vs Leicester City 2013. It was back in 2013. Leicester were playing against the Queen's Park Rangers. The players were awaiting a corner, and that's when a squirrel decided to have a bit of fun on the pitch. After having a bit of fun dancing around the Loftus Road, the squirrel finally put a halt to its adventure. As the squirrel showed no intention of leaving the pitch, players tried to ward it off. The most prominent scene in the players was David Nugent, who seemed to be running around in circles trying to chase this creature away from the pitch and getting on with the match. As the Queen's Park Rangers were trying to take a corner in the first half, the squirrel took on the pitch. Fans, players, and referee were equally bemused by the stubborn persistence of the squirrel to stay on the pitch. After the creature left the pitch, Leicester put the ball past the QPR net to end up winning 1-0. This also marked the end of a wonderful unbeaten performance that QPR was having. 3. Watford vs City 2017. The year was 2017, and the teams that were squaring off were Watford and Manchester City. It was also the first season that Pep was in charge of City. Pep was hailed as this manager that would put an already stellar Manchester City to heights that no one saw. In his first season, Pep struggled to bring the game that made him so popular at Barcelona or Bayern Munich to City, and they were also struggling to get to the top 4 spot. This game that was played on the final day of the Premier League season, Watford was comfortably drubbed 5-0 by City. Aguero scored twice in this match, with Kompany, Jesus, and Fernandinho all netting the ball once. But there was a moment of grace in the match as a bird became a pitch invader in the 49th minute of the match. Watford's Mbaye Niang rescued the bird and carefully placed it in the palms of the 4th official. This drew some cheers from the home supporters. 4. Belgium vs Finland 2008 Euro qualifiers. A pigeon, a cat, and a docile squirrel are animals that can be dealt with during a football match. But what do you do when an eagle, the bird of all birds, decides to take the pitch? Well, you will be scared. And this was what happened to most players, as an eagle decided to be the showstopper in a Euro qualifier that Belgium were playing against Finland in Helsinki in 2008. The eagle, after being on the ground for a few seconds, decided to perch atop of the post for a while before setting sail to the other end of the crossbar. After being sated and cheered upon by the crowd, the eagle decided to take a tour of the football stadium and perched on the fringes. Finland won the game 2-0 and was soon dubbed to be Hukajat in the Finnish language, which translates as eagle owls. 5. Blackburn vs Wigan Athletic. When Blackburn Rovers was taken over by India's poultry tycoons named Venkies, all the players were asked to appear in an advert that was 25 seconds long. But the players didn't perform as well on the pitch as compared to the advert. At least some fans thought so. So during a match contested on the 7th May 2012 between Blackburn and Wigan Athletic, Blackburn fans decided to release a chicken draped in Venki's colors on the pitch. So you could very well say that the supporters interrupted the match using the chicken as a sign of their discontent over the club's performances and of the owners too. Blackburn lost the game 1-0 and were eventually relegated, so chicken and more important, the fans were probably justified in their innocuous protest. Which of the above incidents was the most scary, or which of these was downright funny? Let us know in the comments below. There have been other instances when other animals have invaded the pitch and caused disturbances, and we'll take a look at those soon.